injustice.
Right.
Freedom for all, not for only for me and Nandekalo, for everybody. If Abia State gets steady light, Odobolu supposed to have special steady light.
As well.
If Odobolu have water, standard water, Abia State is supposed to have standard water.
That's what you call a country.
If Odobolu, the indigenous of Odobolu are employed, the people of Abia State have to be employed too.
A working system.
If Odobolu have government infrastructure, Abia State is supposed to have government infrastructure too.
That's it.
So my message to us, believers, wherever you are, as far as you are living in Nigeria, stand up right now. Stand up right now and let us fight this battle for all. Don't say, hey, that's my car over there. Don't say, hey, people are not coming out. We are backsliders. We can't continue. My brother, this is, I keep saying it, that this is the opportunity that they have given to us. And God provide this opportunity for us to fight this monster at a time. There is one message that one of our sisters share to us. He said, you can pack your bag. He said, our enemy is those people. But we have to start fighting those people, those our leaders. They are the best one that we have to start fighting with first. Before, when the people that colonize us see that we have finished dealing with these criminals and these rogues, they will give up from us. That is my message to everyone. May the Lord bless you.
And you
May the Lord strengthen you.
Amen.
One more thing. Mazen Nandekalo, I pray for him.
Amen.
Wherever he is, I know that the good Lord will bring him out successfully. And he will live and see what God have prepared him for. In the name of Chukwu Kagabiama. He said, you have a blessed day, Baba Mayebu. God bless you. Bye.
Amen. You have a good one, sir. Yeah, that's you know, that's one brilliant submission there. You see, when one of us is not free, all of us is not free. You know that. When one of us is in bondage, all of us are in bondage. It is just what it is. If you know, if you are looking for freedom, the idea of freedom should also come with the idea of collectively we can free ourselves, right? And nobody, no man should be left behind, except the ones who wanted to be left behind. So I like that, and I support it. Here is another caller. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun General. Good afternoon. This is the African Wahala.
Yes, sir. That's Prince Adewale, the African Wahala. Baba, how are you today?
I'm doing very well.
Class.
What about you?
I'm well, very well too. Thanks for asking, Baba.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the show. Thank you so much for the program. I wanted to amplify a point that you made about that APC supporter that came on and was explaining how, yes, that guy that was saying something about, you know, he said a point that was so stupid about Russia, Nigeria is bigger than Russia. I mean, these are the lies that these people spread. And it makes a lot of young people delusional, thinking that they actually have a great country. And that's where you find many people saying stuff like, Nigeria will be great again. Oh, I believe Nigeria will be great again. It's a lie. Nigeria cannot be great again because Nigeria was never great in the first place. The only reason, and anybody can double check this, the only reason Nigeria was created by the British was so that they could stop clashing with the French and the Germans. That's it.
Please remind them.
The only consideration why Nigeria ever came into existence in the first place was because the British, the French, and the Germans were fighting over the conquered territories in West Africa. That's why they created Nigeria and many other countries in West Africa.
Please tell them
so
too
if
that
people,
they had to actually buy the areas that are today Yobe, Adamawa, and all these axes there. They had to buy, including part of Borno, they had to buy them off the French. French. If not, all those places will be part of Cameroon today. Tell them.
Exactly.
So that people need to
The
have an idea
Germans,
that this was entirely business arrangements. Entirely.
it was purely business, 100%. And the beneficiaries of the business were the British, French, and Germans. It had no
Yes.
business with the indigenous people of the area. It's none of our business. Nigeria was not created for us. People need to get this message. So, if for 125 years after the creation of Nigeria, at least 80% of the population has been suffering on a consistent basis, why are you proud of that kind of creation? And why do you keep saying that Nigeria will become great again?
How?
But back to the point. So that man is one of those people that will be sending messages to the younger people in his family, talking about, oh, Asiwaju is our man. In 1962, the Igbos, they did this. In 1947, they are those kind of people that send WhatsApp messages. You can tell already because we have them in our own family too.
They are there. They are.
So please, people, if you ever come across these types of so-called elders, don't listen to them. They are lying. They are lying to you. Point blank, period. Nigeria was never great. Nigeria is not greater than Russia.
No.
Even though Russia's population is maybe 100 million. See, even if Russia's population is 90 million people and Nigeria's fake population is 250 million, which is fake, by the way, it doesn't make it any greater. No. Russia will crush. Russia is economically, militarily,
Nigeria.
every single aspect of Russia. Listen, the city of St. Petersburg has a greater economy than the entire Nigeria. The city of St. Petersburg. So people need to stop being delusional. Nigeria is not great. Nigeria was not created for us. Nigeria has to go at some point. And we're in the process. So people keep on protesting. Encourage your family members to do the same. Thank you so much, Mayugo.
God bless you, the African Wahala. Love that. There is another caller as well. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mayugo. Good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. I've been calling for like forever.
I know. I'm glad you make it through now.
Yeah, I'm glad I made it through. Well, I want to first of all thank African Wahala for his submission. That's very, very opposite and intelligent. Well, my name is Damilola, as you already know, and there's something I've not said about myself here before, and I would say it, but I will still leave some details out. I'll say because today I want to speak from a professional standpoint, and I want to also speak from some sense of authority. I work as a corporate and marketing communications manager for a bilateral organization in Nigeria here. I don't want to mention the name of the organization because they didn't tell me that. Yes. So, and if I call myself a diplomat, I'll be very correct as well.
Right.
So there's something I've been noticing in Nigerians media, and they've been doing it, and they keep winning at it because a lot of us are stupid. It is called agenda setting or narrative setting. And I'll give you instances, facts as to how they are doing it. I watched some of those idiots today, the argument they are having with the North and all. Some of them were claiming that Tinubu is a Southern president. And that narrative is spreading like a wildfire.
It is. I saw that too.
Tinubu, the last I checked, we have 17 states in the South. That's right. Tinubu only managed to win 4 of that. 4 of 16 is just a little, 4 of 17 is just a little bit above 25%.
Yeah, 1/4. A quarter.
A little bit above 25%, yes. Yes. So how would you say
17 anyway, just using 16 as a divider here, right?
Yeah.
Make it look like a quarter.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But
like
we can give him a quarter of South, the entire South. Like
exactly. Let's give him a quarter. Now, now, how would you say someone that scored 25 over 100 is a majority,
Please
then
ask
how
them.
would you say Tinubu is a Southern president?
How?
Let me share something on this platform today. In media, we call something cues. Cues are things you say, not because you want people to actually get what you are saying, but you want to deceive them with those things. We call something half-truth. Half-truth is you're saying the truth, but you're not opening up entirely about what you're saying. We call something post-truth. Post-truth is you have a fact. You are saying the truth with that fact, but you are using that fact to lie. And that's why people usually say facts don't lie, but facts can be used to lie.
Yes.
For example, Donald Trump once said COVID-19 is a Chinese virus. You could say it's right, but it was actually setting an agenda. It was setting a narrative that it was being racist and setting a narrative against the Chinese. Exactly. So the same thing.
The Chinese are making it look like they created its purpose. I get you.
Exactly. Now, where am I going? The same thing is happening in Nigeria today. This is how. Nobody in Nigeria is flying Russian flag. Don't make that mistake. Don't accept that lie. What people are flying is Nigerians' military flag. But because they want to lie, you see, APC has a way in the media. If you can just calm down and understand those people, they are crooks. When they started flying that flag, the outside guys were saying something like Sojo Misusu, Sojo Misusu. That's what they were chanting. And that means, soldier, you can come and rescue us, you can come and take over. But in their usual ways of turning narratives, setting narratives, changing things upside down,
just like that,
they have to look for a way to link
into the agenda and help them spread it like wildfire.
Exactly. They had a way to link that to Russia because of what Russia had been doing in West Africa. Russia do not need our protests
to
come to Nigeria if they want to do anything here. They will just snap a finger and they will get Nigeria.
In Nigeria, they don't need to use a flag or a protest.
They don't need us. They don't need us.
But
so at the end of the day, if you come
to say Russia is already sponsoring it, and many in Nigeria actually believe that. And guess what? Like you call it an agenda, it got some people pissed off about the protest, no doubt. You know.
I mean, if you can just calm down. Let me give you another instance on what they are doing at the moment.
Please.
You see, Nigerian security forces keep showing to me every day how dumb and stupid they are. They keep showing to me that they actually don't have any intelligence, but whenever they say they have intelligence, they are lying to everybody because they don't have one.
There's no intelligence.
They said something like they've been able to arrest and pen some people down as the sponsor of protest and all of that. I mean, is anything criminal in sponsoring a protest?
Nothing is criminal about sponsoring protests. Nothing.
But because they are daft, they can't even, they are daft. They can't even think that what they are saying is wrong. Like, it is just exactly like when Tinubu did his abracadabra with the Supreme Court and they got autonomy and all. And everybody is saying Tinubu has gotten autonomy for Nigeria. If you are sensible enough, you should know that that should not be arrogated to Tinubu in any way, because judicial system in Nigeria is supposed to be independent. And if anybody interferes with that, it becomes illegality. But because they are stupid and the media has set the agenda, they want to say that Tinubu has done this and they want to make it look like it's an achievement for Tinubu. Everybody just eats it and say, yes, Tinubu has created autonomy. It's a lie. So if you can calm down, look at how these people draw their narratives, you will then understand that these are crooks. They are just looking for ways to discredit the protest. And let me not lie to you, they are succeeding already.
I mean, I've seen some protesters also shouting because of the flag, Russia, come, Russia, come. So the narrative, the agenda has now made all the society that possibly bought it without knowing.
Yes. I mean, I have some of them as friends. In fact, okay, because of what happened about the Russian flag thing and all, I had to call my lawyer earlier today. And I asked him, is there something I'm missing? The guy now had to tell me that, see, even if you flag Russian flag in Nigeria,
Yes.
it is still no crime.
There is no crime about
Because it could,
flags. You know, that's
because
why I
it
hate
could mean several
all
things.
these criminals sometimes, okay? These are a bunch of criminals who can interpret the law the way they think.
The way they
it.
feel it should be.
You get that
You're
so
very
now
correct.
usually, right? Usually, even as corrupt as their courts are, right? Seriously, if you take this, their police, illiterate policemen and the other, if you take them to court, they always lose. You know that?
Oh, definitely.
Because
they would lose because they would.
Most of what they do are just like at the discretion of that illiterate officer.
Exactly.
No matter if it's a commissioner of police, illiterate is illiterate, you know?
That's just exactly what I wanted to say with what my lawyer told me. He said flagging a flag in a protest or anywhere could mean that you're solidarizing with them, you're calling them to your rescue. It could mean a lot of things. Then if anybody arrests you based on that, he who asserts must prove. They must prove that you are using that flag to call for Nigeria's disintegration or change of power. If they cannot prove that, then there's nothing wrong with you flagging it. I mean, most of us have multiple flags in our cars now. Does it mean we are criminals or calling for change of government?
Companies in Nigeria, they have different flags. They are flying every day next to
Very
the
correct.
flag. They've never.
Does that make them criminals? Does that make them committing
treason? They are criminals for flying a foreign flag.
So I will just beg everybody before I leave tonight. Whenever they start don't jump on APC propaganda. They are very, very corny at it. You have to, be able to calm down and reason it through and see where they are coming from and where they are going. As it is now, they've used that Russian thing to just, douse the tensions they have and bring down the energy from the protesters and all of that. Well, I know some of us still understand what is going on and some of us are still doing what we have to do. And finally, before I go, I want to appreciate every Yoruba person that come out in Ojota for the protest. They are the real Yorubas. They are not the bastards.
They're not Omoalis.
And this is why I'm saying it. If you live in Yoruba land today, you will know that we have become cowards and strangers in our land. Talk, stout, we tell you not to come out and you will lock your door on your head. You are mad. Stout, we tell you not to come out and you will lock your door on your head. You will not come out. You are crazy.
In Yoruba land.
Because if you are not in Yoruba land, because if you are not crazy, you will come out, even if it is just to prove them wrong that you're not the owners of this land, but you should come out. So thank you very much. You are doing a great job, sir.
Thank you too. Okay, thanks so much for that perspective you took us this evening. Okay, you have a good one and stay safe, Baba. So that's damning, ladies and gentlemen. I have another caller on the line, but I am going to urge you. I do that all the time, right? We only have just about 25 minutes to go. 25 minutes to go. You see, and if you haven't liked this broadcast yet, please. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, the general.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine. Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. Oh, how are you too?
I'm good. I just want to draw our leg back on something. Please. Because what I wanted to say, African Wahala, I've said it, but I just want to hit on one point this evening.
Please, sir.
Have you noticed that since the protest has started, there is nothing like kidnapping, there is nothing like suicide bombing, there is nothing like terrorism.
At least if there is any, it's no longer that rampant anymore. But yeah, you are right. I've not really heard news that much.
That is what I'm saying. Like before, we do hear news from capital about that every day, different states, even to the capital.
And now, in the last 1 week, I've only heard one, which was that they attacked a police station in Borno or something. And I've never heard anything major since then. None.
Very correct. That shows you that Nigeria government knows everything that is going on.
They do.
So my submission this evening is let's break Nigeria down and save life. break up Nigeria and save life.
Break
That
it
is where
up
I hang my
and save
answer.
lives. I like that. It's getting there gradually and gradually. Now they are mentioning new constitution. They are mentioning referendum. Who knows? We are closer than we can imagine. Thank you so much.
I believe it. Thank you and have a nice evening.
And you too. Stay safe, man. So there you have it. We are closer than you can imagine. But let me tell you something. There are those of us, me, 100%, I am always for the breakup of Nigeria. Okay? But you see that word breakup usually makes some people uncomfortable, right? But I am not a dafty to understand that we need ourselves if we want to break Nigeria, okay? So we need ourselves, right? And needing ourselves in the sense that